Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? I need some help to review you now. To review this movie now. Come on, Scooby-Doo. I see you. You're pretending that you got some shivers. But you're not fooling me. That I can see that you want to get this reviewed. You know, we got a review to solve. So Scooby-Doo, get ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Scooby-Doo, if you have a great review, you're gonna have yourself some numbers to count. That's a fact. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here's the review that you're ready and you're willing for this review to be good. You know you'll catch that. Those bad ones.
Cat Lead or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under very educational for and entertainment purpose.
Blade, it's like Sully did. Well, those years ago. See? No, I don't want to do any more of it.
Hi everyone, Martha here. So I was gonna do Batman and Scooby-Doo the very first time they meet, but I couldn't watch the episode because it's too darn boring. I did like it as a kid, but now that I know what way more better sounding voices of Batman and Joker, these actors are not exactly the best ones. I've heard so much better because they're trying to imitate Adam West and who played Joker during the Adam West Batman Cesar Romero, and they don't do a good job. Whoever does this in that short, so I decided to pick a different one. I didn't finish it. I'll try again eventually, because I will eventually get to that cartoon. So I decided to watch Scooby-Doo meets Mark Hamill, and this one kind of mostly has a bunch of Star Wars references, though they do reference the fact that this is not technically Scooby-Doo's first time with Mark Hamill, because Mark Hamill says, I know you guys took down Joker when Batman needed help after Joker kidnapped Alfred, and it says, oh, how did you know that? And he does a Joker laugh, because since he played Joker. But that's the only time they reference that. I thought Joker was going to be the bad guy in this, so Mark Hamill can play two different characters in this, but apparently not. So this is technically about Mark Hamill having a high school reunion, and two of his, one of the gym teacher and one of his classmates don't like him, because none of the kids liked the gym teacher, so they always called him rotten coach or something like that. And he tries to say that he helped inspired him, but which he pretty much didn't. His drama teacher did, and so he's like really honorable about his drum teacher. And one of his fellow students doesn't like the fact that he became famous instead of her, named Kelly. So they mean fox monster, who I guess is supposed to be based off of the Japanese creature of foxes, can change shifts and stuff like that, captures the teacher. And we don't know why the Scooby-Doo gang's here in this episode, but they are. They're like driving mind their own business, and then they see the monster, and they almost get driven off a bridge, and Mark Hamill comes and helps them, and they're just so amazed that this is Mark Hamill. They don't even want to bother getting out of the truck. They want to keep and Scooby-Doo and Shaggy come like stalkers in this, basically, because he keeps on asking all the autograph pictures they have of them. It's stuff of Mark Hamill just minding his own business, like eating a sandwich, doing skydiving. His random pictures in his car. These guys are completely stalkers, and I always found it funny, even though it's not a good thing to do. It's just the way that they're just waving it off and saying, oh yeah, we're just totally doing something else in that area, and we just happen to see you doing that random thing. No, we just know, these two are stalking Mark Hamill. What the hell? That's just creepy and not cool, but it's pretty funny. And Mark Hamill's just waving it off, saying, okay, you guys are totally not stalking me, basically. And just signs the paper, and then he eventually gets back on the bridge with a little help with Fred, and he explains to them what's wrong, what happened here, and it was about his drama teacher getting kidnapped, and they go to I guess where the sword is being kept in his gym teacher, because they're looking a famous Japanese sword was taken from a museum by somebody, the one who's inside the Fox monster, and they go after the Fox monster to save find the sword and the drama teacher. And Scooby-Doo sees a shadow. He thinks it's him, and so the Fox monster tries to make him think it's him until he tries to get capture Scooby, and they find go after this Fox monster. And still we have Scooby and Shaggy keep on trying to get autographs from Mark and trying to get him to do Star Wars stuff, and they get trapped one after they go after the Fox, and there's dirt right below them, and he asks Scooby to dig a hole. Shaggy says, why don't you make him think that he can dig a hole, because Scooby doesn't like digging. He says that the mind trick thing does not work in real life, but he says he'll think it does, so it works, obviously. And then the Fox monster comes after them after they find the sword, because for some reason things are in plain sight in this episode, because Mark can't find things in plain sight. He finds the sword, which is inside the broom randomly, and when they find the gym teacher later on at the end of this episode, he says inside disguised as a statue by a bunch of statues. And so they try to capture the Fox by luring it with the sword, but since he has a sword, when they capture him, he just cuts a hole right below them and he goes after them. And they try to go out. Fox goes after Mark and Scooby-Doo and Shaggy and try a trash cannon. The Fox, he says, why don't you do a mind trick to tell him to leave the trash can alone? But that doesn't work. He just gives him the trash can since he wants the trash can so badly. And poor Scooby-Doo and Shaggy get tied up, and Mark grabs a sword that he has as a pin and sword fights the Fox until commission. And they find out that it's actually the gym teacher after they meet the gym teacher and Kelly, the jealous drama student, a couple of times, because this show does not do very well to keep on showing the characters who we were supposed to think who they're over and over again, but they did this randomly there. They're trying to explain why they're randomly there, but the teacher, Kelly was not who it was, because she was supposed to be the red herring. So we just find out the coach because he wanted to have the sword for himself, and the drama teacher found out about it. So he tried to capture him to keep him out of his way, and he does the whole thing, calling these the meddling kids, and then the Scooby and the gang leave, but Mark starts waving his head around like a lightsaber, and Scooby and Shaggy join in with him. So that's how that one ends. And I did like this. This one's fine. I do remember other things that are better Scooby-Doo ones, but I'd probably give this one maybe a 7, because there's not much happening in this one, but I think it's a little bit better than the one that I watched earlier. Hopefully we're one to think of for Christmas. Get a lot more exciting than these two. So I'll see you guys later, and everyone, subscribe. Let's see. So let's find out who worked on before I leave. So Fox monster. This episode's called Sword and the Fox, because where is the wiki? We'll just do this one. So it says writers, directed by Mike Milo, written by Thomas. I'm not gonna bother saying that name. Michael Ryan, and we got Frank Welker, who plays both Scooby and Fred. Gary Griffin, who's Gary Griffin play? That's a girl. It's probably who plays Belma or Daphne. And Matthew Leonard, who plays Shaggy. Oh, that's Daphne. Okay. The one who plays Belma is Kate Melksley. So that's it, guys. So I'll see you guys later. When does this one come out? Is there a date before you end this? February 11th, 2020. So it's one of the newer ones. So bye bye.